Good day to you guys. It's morning for me. It's about 10 o'clock and I am just now getting outside to the garden, so we'll see how long I last out here. I do have some things that I want to get done, like pulling some plants that have been eaten by bugs. We have some squashes that looks like the vine borer have finally got to them. I have this whole trellis filled with purple beans that I have not harvested. I actually had a photographer over here yesterday to take pictures of the garden, and so I held off on harvesting some things so that way I could get some really good pictures with the garden still having some harvest in it. So with that being said, then I do have some stuff that needed to be harvested. There's actually stuff right now that need to be harvested, and I don't think I'm gonna do that because that's, but they're like looking at me and they're like look at these Cherokee purples. I've been waiting for them and they actually are busting. Huh. I don't know. We'll think about that. We'll get back to. I actually thought I had a wheelbarrow out here, but I do not see one. I don't see a wheelbarrow anywhere around. So I'm gonna actually just start pulling the stuff that I want to pull, and then I'll probably have my son come back out later and put it all in a pile and him collect it and bring it over to the pigs or the goats. So these are actually, I think some of them are kohlrabi, but they're definitely brassicas that I left here because I didn't know what they were, and I was waiting to see what they were and what they were gonna do. But the bugs have eaten this up, and I want to save the space for, I still have sweet potato vines I can plant. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these out. They're very bug ridden, and I want to give breathing room for the tomatoes that I planted at the back. And you can see they have lots of holes. I'm gonna need to come back and pin up those tomatoes. These are the onions that didn't bulb up on this other side of the bed, and I was trying to give them more time to see if they would bulb up, but they haven't, and they started to die. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this. The squashes that are in this bed have finally gotten attacked by vine borers. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them out. But you can see how there's actually the hole right there, which is really disgusting. And although this one also has some fruit on it, it has like 2 green fruit, I can see the holes in this. So I'm gonna pull all of these that look like they've got the vine borer. I'm gonna pull them all out. These are cauliflower that didn't make it. Not only were they have lots of holes, but the cauliflowers began to split before they were ready. So this is another white scallop. This is another white scallop that was forming a white scallop, but it had a lot of bug damage on it, in it. There was a bunch of nymphs that I just squished. So I just took this plant out. It was a Costa Romanesca, and I didn't realize it had a star on it, meaning I wanted to save seeds. So, and this is the only plant that I've gotten, or the only fruit that I've gotten off this plant. So I'm gonna see if I can save seeds from that one, because the star basically means that I needed to save seeds because I had no more. But this one needed to come out because, yeah, there is bug damage in there. It's pretty gross. Sometimes I put save seeds on it if I just had like a little bit of seeds left and I knew I wanted to save seeds, but then sometimes I used my last seeds and was like, okay, you need to save seeds from this. So I'm gonna go inside, see if I have any more of this, because if I do, I'll just plant another one somewhere else. I don't think this one is as big as, like, there's a baby over there that would be perfect to save seeds from, but this is so sad because it's the only one I've gotten off of this plant. Oh my goodness, this plant in front of me right now. I looked over and saw all of these eggs right here, but these nymphs, I've already squished so many. Let me show you. There's so many nymphs and squash bugs on here. I was gonna try and leave this. This is the Black Beauty, but the amount of nymphs is just insane. And I've just been putting the leaf down and then stepping on them. My girls were also out here with me for like 2 days in a row getting all of the Japanese beetles off of my grapevine, and I saw that they were starting to eat my pole beans. They were all the way at the top, just chilling, eating all of the pole beans up there. I'm gonna try and let this Black Beauty grow a little bit bigger because both of those are still pretty on the small side. So I'm gonna let them, probably check them back tomorrow. I've been leaving that one so that I could save seeds from that one, as well as that big golden beauty, or yeah, golden zucchini in there. So sad about this though, the check. But I mean, it's a pretty squash. It's my first time growing it, or getting one to grow, I think. That's a better angle to see that. This is actually interesting. So I had 2 of this zucchini right here. I don't know what name it is. Let me see. The Alexandria, and there were 2 stuck inside the bag and I didn't want to prune them, so I let them both go, and they both have been giving me zucchini. So that's interesting. My first time, I was just like, we'll see what happens, and they both grown. Okay, I went in and got my harvest basket because there's just way too many tomatoes that are ready. I'm telling you, this golden nugget has been so productive. I would definitely grow this again, and it tastes really good. This blue cream berries, they're really tasty as well. Although all of these golden nuggets aren't like completely orange yet, I'm gonna take them because I think it's gonna rain today and tomorrow and I don't want them to split. So I'm gonna take most of those. They'll continue to ripen in the house and they'll still taste better than store-bought. This is my first one of this tomato, although it has lots of tomatoes on it and I don't see the tag, so I'm not sure what it is. I've said this in previous videos, I would definitely grow this Wisconsin 55 again. I was worried about it because it's supposed to do well in cooler climates and we're so warm, but it's been the first to produce, and if I could get them to produce like this next year, that would be awesome. This has started to crack. I'm gonna take this, even though it's not completely orange. But let's go get the ones I've been waiting on. I've been waiting on these Cherokee purples to vine ripen, and they do have some cracking. It's my first time ever growing Cherokee purple. Oops. My friend gave me these seeds that she grew from her garden last year. They're actually not as big as I thought Cherokee purple were, but they are pretty. This one's the biggest one. I kept this Rutgers on here last time, but now I'm taking it. It has ripened. I saw this Jersey Devil, which is a paste tomato, yesterday, and I saved it. That's my first one of that. I'm gonna pick this since it's already starting to crack. This is also a paste tomato. That is everything that I am picking today. I don't know if you can tell. I'm sweating. There are lots of pole beans that are ready, but I kind of let some of them go so that I could save seeds, but I'm debating on whether or not I want to, oh, I forgot to turn off the water. I'm debating whether or not, since the Japanese beetles are like taking over the tops and eating the tops, whether what I want to do, if I want to replant seeds at the base of pole beans, so that way, and then when they start germinating, take out the other pole beans. I'm not really sure. If you guys have any suggestions on what I should do with my bean beds, let me know. This is all we got. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I need some water and to weigh this produce.